What's up, everybody?
Good evening, fellow double feeders. Welcome to the show.
So our I hit go live, right? And it told me the title was against some kind of shit.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
So I'm about to fix the title while you introduce the podcast.
Alrighty, well, if y'all are new, this is our Double Feed podcast where myself, O'Leary, and that buffoon over there, Jones, we talk about random stuff as listed in the daily topics right beneath me. These are the things we'll be covering. These are the things we hit every week. We talk about what's new with us in our case, this past 2 weeks. Play a little word game, and then we roll right into our main segments, which is our top 5 this week. Our theme is Saturday morning cartoons, and the favorite, either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or whatever, favorite cartoons that we grew up with. That will be the subject of our debate, segment number 8. We're going to be debating what we think the best channel was for cartoons. Our top 5 will be our lists, our pick for our top 5 cartoons. And our hot takes will be cartoon related, and our Don't Get Me Started will also be cartoon related. Our You Laugh, You Lose channel segment at the end is kind of the way it always is. We submit a bunch of videos to make each other laugh. The loser gets a sign posted behind them. You can't really see mine. They're right over my shoulder. I've got to use my phone this week because my internet, for some reason, is taking a shite on me.
Yes, it is.
So
and if you're hearing it in the podcast, it gets a little robot-y.
It's not my fault. I don't naturally sound like that. So we're playing with the hand that we're dealt tonight. So if it looks like I'm looking above you, because I'm trying to read shit on my screen and my camera's down here.
Because you can't see the haters. That's why.
I can't see the haters. That's right. I'm sure there's plenty of them. Shit.
I hate myself for that. Dude, my Miller Lite tastes like Bud Light right now.
Well,
it tastes like shit because
it's gay.
Well, it's skunky.
Yeah, that too. Well, at least you have a beer. I haven't had a chance to restock my fridge since I got back from my my TDY. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm back in my room. I'm no longer in a shitty Days Inn on the west side of Bumfart Nowhere, Missouri. Thank God. Which is ironic because I had a better cell reception or better internet connection there.
You did.
Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But yeah, we're making do with it. But yeah, so on that note, I graduated from my MPI course. Finally done with that. And now I get to come back and just go work flight for the next couple months until one of the people in our MPI office PCSs and an opening opens up. And then hopefully I will be boot scooting boogieing on over there to the investigation section.
The Trump fashion, orange with sunglasses. Hey, Mom, we happen to be very fucking white, okay?
Hasty.
Sometimes us northern white folk don't do too well in the sun. See this?
Yeah.
That is what you call pasty. Look at that.
Pasty.
That's a little bit of sun.
And in all fairness,
pasty. Sun.
It's the lighting in my room.
Pasty.
I don't have one of those influencer ring lights to shine light on my face.
No, we should probably get you one of those eventually.
So I probably should get one of those eventually. But here,
you ready?
Let me try something quick.
Ring light? No ring light. Ring light?
There we go.
No.
I opened my closet door. Unlike you, I'm not in the closet.
No ring light.
That makes sense.
Ring light. Yeah, I'm staying in the closet. I don't know. I don't like coming out very often.
You don't come out that often.
I only come out to go to the bathroom.
Oh, shoot.
That was a deep joke. All right. Well,
so what's new with you, Jones?
My life hasn't changed a whole lot. I got a call today from National saying that the class I'm in might not pay me my GI Bill, so that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah, they made a
well,
mistake,
that's unfortunate.
And now I might be fucked. So yeah, I might just owe them a couple $1,000 and not get paid. So that'll be pretty nice. Um, but other than that, I've been in like this master's class, leadership class, for a
Yep.
master's
Yep.
degree, and it's been pretty fun. Not really. It's it's pretty dry, not so great. It's basically military leadership,
Mm-hmm.
like NCOA and ALS. So
Right.
I haven't really learned a whole lot of new stuff. It's just been the cool thing about this class is it's not here's these terms, learn them. It's hey, what are your guys' experiences with this stuff? Tell us. And I'm like, oh, I've been known to fail on a couple things in my leadership life, so
I just dropped something on my crack.
nice.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's good stuff. Just the continuing education, I suppose.
I applied
The evolution of learning,
I applied
as it were.
to an unspecified police department today.
Oh,
Um, near me. So
okay.
yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Cause I mean those yeah I see them. Even for like when I got my degree federal, I mean that shit might take
Mm-hmm.
2 years. So I was like, well, I'll go make good money going to the police department for a couple years. We'll see what happens. So
All right.
tryouts and stuff aren't until August though. And I was like,
Hey, speaking of August, did I tell you I got picked up for that full spectrum operator course?
you did.
I'll be
Now
in Vegas,
if
middle of August. It's gonna be fucking hot. It just dawned on me. Holy shit!
it's the hottest month of
I'm
the
gonna
year.
be sweating buckets
You know why
out
it's the
there.
hottest month of the year? It's because the hottest people are born that month.
Oh, shut up, dork. Oh my god.
I wasn't born in August or anything.
No, totally
Nor do
not.
I think I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
Mom was born in August. He says it's true. There we go. We're in it.
All
In it,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, Mom.
Yeah, but you know,
Mum's the word.
I I'm a little jumbled because we haven't done this in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
So
let's hit our
yeah,
word
last
game.
week we tried and my internet was stupid. So we had to push it, and then my internet was still stupid, and then oh wait, no.
No, just
Last
yesterday.
week we tried to do it. It was well, last week when we tried to do it, it was my graduation weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I was working on a ridiculous amount of homework, and it was drill weekend. So
Oof.
that one just didn't work out.
Fair enough.
They had me in another office helping out because there's no one there.
Mm.
And
What does that make you think of?
that makes me think of appreciation.
Okay.
Appreciation makes me think of our hero of the week, and our hero of the week makes me think of our podcast.
Our podcast makes me think of getting to talk to you every week, which makes me think of the fact that I don't need a therapist, which makes me think of money I'm saving.
Well, money I'm saving makes me think of the VA paying for my therapist.
Amen.
The VA paying for my therapist makes me think of healthcare, and healthcare makes me think of hospitals.
Hospitals makes me think of the ER I was in just the other day, which makes me think of softball, which makes me think of softball tournaments.
Softball tournaments make me think of my younger self. My younger self makes me think of athleticism, and athleticism makes me think of football.
Mm. Football makes me think of Hey Arnold, because the football head, which makes me think of Saturday morning cartoons, which makes me think of the damn near perfect segue
To
our top 5.
Oh
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That was a prime fucking segue. You
Darn
did
right it
sound
was.
like a robot in some portions of it, but man, was it good.
Well.
It kind of sounded like if an AI was doing a segue.
There you go.
Riz Echo. Nice new name,
Oh, name change, huh?
Mom makes me think of handsome young men, which makes me think of Brute. Thanks.
You
I don't know about young, but
ain't gonna date you.
which
You don't
makes
have
me
to.
think of guns and bald eagles, which makes me think of package.
Hey, fucking men. That's my man, Echo.
All right, you hit two birds with one stone there. I'll tell you that.
Nice bald eagle joke.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat. We're getting there.
Garfield. Oh fuck! I forgot about Garfield. Damn it.
Garfield's the best 2D cartoon. Mom, you're a genius. You are right.
Yeah. Oh, we should have done like cartoon comic strips, like you'd find in the newspaper.
We should do a comic episode then.
We should definitely.
Because I could go over some Marvel comics and some other ones.
I was thinking like newspaper clippings.
Dilbert.
I love Dilbert, man.
Yeah.
Dilbert was great. But anyway, so we're talking about like Saturday morning cartoons or Cartoon Network cartoons or Nickelodeon cartoons, stuff of that sort.
Yes.
So, I'll start. Here's my number 5. All right, you ready for this, Jones?
Oh, thank God I have it. Okay. I thought my list got deleted. I am ready.
All right, my number 5, DuckTales.
DuckTales. Holy shit.
Yeah, baby.
I forgot about DuckTales, honestly.
Great theme song, too.
You know, that
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
that kind of makes me think of, and this is an overarching one. My number 5, which is
Aha.
Looney Tunes.
Okay.
The whole cast of Looney Tunes is so classic, man. It's crazy.
Absolutely iconic. Yeah. So Looney Tunes for me makes a much higher appearance.
It does, yeah. What do you got for number 4?
Number 4. All right.
Number 4.
The OG Teen Titans.
The ones on Nickelodeon back in like
No.
2000.
Oh no! Well, they were on
9?
Cartoon. They were on Cartoon Network at the time.
That's what it was. Cartoon Network in like 2009.
Yes.
Right?
And earlier, because they've been around for a while. I'm not talking about the shitty, poorly animated Nickelodeon version.
2003, dude.
No shit.
Wow. I didn't realize that. Dude,
That
I
would
used to
explain
love
why I was
that
so
show.
young.
Like
That was great.
It was fun.
I absolutely hate the bastardized new version.
Yeah.
It's so horrible. The OG one, where there was some decent action, great animation. Yeah, that's where it was at.
I wholeheartedly agree, and I totally forgot about that one, and I hate myself.
Oh, really? Would it have made your top 5?
Yes. It would have probably
Really? Wow.
Probably would have knocked Looney Tunes out of there.
What?
But my
what? Oh my god. This show. Really?
dude,
I hated this show.
I used to be a fucking Ed, Edd n Eddy stan, dude. I was out there waiting to see what Plank would say, which was nothing ever.
You know, suddenly that makes a lot of sense.
Fuck off. Yes, it shows my unrelenting patience for your bullshit.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you can put up with that show, you can put up with a lot.
Hey, look at me. That's true. No, I
all right.
It was always funny, and I really enjoyed it as a kid. That was one of the ones the staples I watched every week. What do you got?
All
for
righty.
number 3?
On number 3, the gang, the Mystery Machine gang, not the Avatar gang. Scooby fucking Doo, man.
Scooby fucking Doo.
Yes.
Now you're talking about the 1960s, 70s one.
Yes.
That
The
went all the way up until
Hanna-Barbera versions.
Yeah.
Yes.
the ones that went all the way up until the movie, right? Like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about up until they introduced Scrappy. Anything after that was shit.
That's a really good point.
Scrappy ruined the show. He really did. He the whole point of the show is being scared of the monsters.
Yeah.
That is literally 100% the basis of the show, is being scared of the monsters. And you now introduce a character that's not scared of the monsters. Where do you go from that?
That's a
Like,
good point. Because that like Scooby Doo and
that
Shaggy were
opinion is shared by
always
a lot of people.
Scooby Doo and Shaggy were always. I'll get more into it because this makes an appearance higher on my list as well.
Okay.
So we'll get back into this here in a few.
Okay. All right. What's your number 3? What's your number
third
3?
one is a classic.
SpongeBob.
Dude, I don't.
SpongeBob.
The SpongeBob intro song might be one of the most iconic intro songs in all of cartoons.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
And there were so many innuendos in that show, and it was pretty fucking hilarious as a kid, honestly. And as an adult, because I used to watch it with my little brothers too when they were growing up, still fucking hilarious.
I can honestly say I have never seen a single full episode of SpongeBob in my life.
Really? I can't say you're missing out because of some of the annoying shit, but
I'm really not. Probably.
your childhood might have been better if you did see SpongeBob.
Did or didn't?
It probably would have been better if you had seen it. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Oh, what do you got for number 2?
That. All right, my number 2 is your number 5.
Oh,
the classic
number 2.
It is number 2 for me. Yeah. The Looney Tunes, all the different wide variety cast of characters include Merry Melodies. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies are technically 2 separate cartoons. They just joined powers under Warner Brothers back in the day, and now they're pretty much inseparable.
You know who one of my favorite characters in Looney Tunes was? Marvin the Martian. I don't know why,
yeah.
but he was hilarious to me. Yeah.
I think my favorites, honestly, the ones that got me laughing the most, I think were Roadrunner and YLYL.
Oh, Elmer Fudd and
True, yeah. But I think the Bugs Bunny and Daffy together, I think were funnier than Fudd.
Honestly, they have so many
Wabbit season, Wabbit season, Duck season.
Yeah.
Duck season, fire.
Yeah. When you're talking iconic,
that was the last time I wet my pants. Was watching that very episode as like an 8 or 9-year-old at my grandparents' house,
and that was like last week.
Well, that's a different. We don't talk about that.
That's a different wedding.
No, the last time as a kid that I legitimately wet my pants was because I was laughing so hard at that very cartoon.
Well, I'm glad you didn't wet your pants the other way to that cartoon. It was something else.
Oh yeah, classic.
All right, my number 2.
What's your number 2? Let's hear it.
Which
Samurai Jack?
No.
Courage. The coward dog. Oh god. Stupid dog! You made me look bad.
Yeah.
I think you can just do Courage, and we'll all know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. That show was fucking hilarious. I used to watch that because we didn't include adult cartoons in here, so we didn't include like Toonami and some of the animes that were out there and stuff like that. So these are my cartoons.
Okay, yeah.
Either way,
Toonami had some good
Courage
stuff.
would have made it on there. I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. You stupid dog. And the villains were always so unique, and there was always somewhat of a message behind each episode, which I think is lost nowadays. Same thing with Scooby-Doo. There was always some kind of message.
The message of Scooby-Doo is that the monsters are always people.
That's the truth. But I like that in a cartoon, and I used to watch it every weekend. Now, before we go into our number 1s, Mom said Chowder, Flapjack, and
Chowder, Flapjack.
Mom,
Teen Titans, good call. Never saw
you,
Chowder and never saw Flapjack.
How old are you, Mom?
This might make a lot of sense if he's
I feel like
significantly younger than us.
because Chowder my brothers listened to, or my brothers watched growing up a little bit.
I don't even know what the fuck that
I
is.
think it was on Cartoon Network, and it was that like wasn't it that weird like the cat and that orange dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
never saw a
It
single thing.
was. One sec. Chowder cartoon. No, I was completely wrong. I know what this is now. 2007. I remember this now. He said 45. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I probably put a 2 where that 4 is, and we're probably getting closer. And then
Probably still a
Echo
little too
said
high.
Ed, Ed and Eddie was hype, so we got that there.
That had a decent theme song.
Honestly, if
That's the only thing they had going for them.
Teen Titans would probably knock Ed, Ed and Eddie out of there for me. If I would have thought of Teen Titans.
And Scooby even make your list?
Oh.
Or is that number 1?
Oh, it did.
Oh shit!
It did.
No kidding.
You know, since we're already going on that path,
okay. Well, I'm real disappointed in you picking the same number 1 as me.
What? Your number 3 was
wow. I know, but I'm mad your number 1 isn't the same as my number 1.
Well, we'll get to your number 1 after we give more love to Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo deserves all the love.
Man, the best, to me, the best cartoon of all time.
The sarcasm.
Yes. The great villains, even though they were corny. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy together were hilarious. Growing up as a kid, watching, I mean, maybe some people in this listen to this aren't as, we're not even old, but maybe they're younger than us. Watching 1970s, 80s, and 90s cartoons, like those, that's some old shit.
The old Hanna-Barbera one.
The Zombie Island or whatever one they had. Remember that?
Oh my god, that movie scared the shit out of me as a kid. Are you kidding?
Too, but it was so good. They had even the live action movie was pretty good. It wasn't.
Oh god damn it!
But it was
okay, hold on. Mumford brought up a good point here. The PBS cartoons. I completely forgot about like Dragon Tales.
And Looney Tunes, dude. Not Looney Tunes, fucking Veggie Tales.
Veggie Tales was never on TV. They only ever produced movies. Pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is Pounders and I were playing Grounded the other night. And we listened to Veggie Tales theme songs.
Listening to Veggie Tales.
I'm a 28-year-old man. I'm gonna be 29 this year. I think he's 25.
My cheeseburger, my lovely cheeseburger. I wait for you.
This shit still hits.
Oh, those are great. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh my god.
But
those were great. That was my childhood. Was Veggie Tales.
Me too. Mom said 90s Scooby-Doo is stupidly funny. It was great. Yes, it was. It was hilarious. All the Scooby-Doos except for this new age shit they got. I remember going to,
and anything with Scrappy in it.
Yes, I remember going to when I was a kid, in Fife Lake, which is like this tiny little town, maybe 500 people. I don't even know, maybe less. They have a grocery store, and I go out to visit my grandma, and we would go to the grocery store where they also rented movies, and we would rent Scooby-Doo. We would rent Scooby-Doo movies, for me as a kid, and I would watch the shit out of them.
Yeah, I think Zombie Island is one of their best ones.
Me too. Scooby Mystery Inc. is the only series you like. That's the old school one. All right, which one are you disappointed for not putting O'Leary?
Oh man, what's wrong with you? Tom and Jerry.
Oh Jesus, fuck.
Yeah. What the hell is wrong with you, Jones? Tom and Jerry. Jetty? Who's Jetty? The single greatest cartoon to ever, and I mean ever, be produced.
I don't know about that because I think Scooby-Doo is better, but
no, Tom and Jerry.
I would move that to my number 2.
Strong. It's been going strong since the 50s, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iconic theme song, iconic music, because that was literally what the sound was music.
I'm gonna hate myself for saying this,
Absolutely iconic
and
characters.
you're gonna hate me for saying this. In my dumb brain, it grouped Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry together when I was thinking of these, because I was my brain just thought of all those old cartoons in one thing, and I was like, oh yeah, all those old cartoons. We'll just put Looney Tunes. But if I were to redo my list now, it would be Scooby Doo, Tom and Jerry, Courage, SpongeBob, Teen Titans, Looney Tunes.
Better.
Based on the new information. I love Tom and Jerry growing up though. That they were great.
I think there's a couple reasons why I loved that one, and I think a big part of it is because that's one of the very few cartoons allowed to watch growing up.
Yeah. And it was always on everything. Always on. Like Mom says I saw a zombie out. Dude, Cyber Chase.
Oh, I forgot about that
did you
one.
ever play the Scooby-Doo video game?
No. No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Video game. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase video game. That's right. Holy shit. On PlayStation 1. Dude, I used to play the shit out of that game. The absolute shit out of that game. Dude, Scooby-Doo's that's the shit. Tom and Jerry, too.
Maybe that should be next week's is our favorite video games.
Did we go? I thought we did that already.
Did we?
We can revisit it. Why not?
No. I think it was one of our brainstorm topics that we shelved.
We did most iconic duo. Oh, that's right. We didn't do a top 5 back then.
Yes, we hadn't done a top 5 yet.
All
right, so that's
yeah, it was kind of a hot take.
Yes, Echo. It was Halo versus it was Master Chief and Cortana versus Captain Price and Soap as the best video game duo.
Maybe episode 4 or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe even earlier.
Oh, I don't think it was that long ago.
I think it was.
Let's
but
find out. Stand by.
I had some hot takes then, and I have a pretty hot take now.
Let's hear it.
So the kids nowadays, and they say this word, to represent something that is
Name a Better Duo was podcast 11.
Holy shit!
That was posted 2 months ago.
All right, there's too many. I don't know anymore. But kids nowadays have a word for when something isn't very good. It's overhyped or something. It's called mid. Right?
Mid.
Nickelodeon in general is mid. The only good thing that comes from Nickelodeon was SpongeBob. Oh fuck, what was it? I can't remember the name of it. There was another
because it wasn't that good apparently.
Timmy Turner, and then the Fairly Odd Parents. The Fairly Odd Parents and
Trash Show.
I don't even know what else, but Nickelodeon.
Wasn't that one that had like Jimmy Neutron and shit?
Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, there we go. So there's 3. Wait, no, Jimmy Neutron. Danny Phantom. See, Danny Phantom was
never saw that show.
Yeah.
Never really watched it.
But Nickelodeon to me is, as the young kids say nowadays, mid.
Attaboy, mom. Yes, we called what they were. Shit.
Well,
all right.
I'll say it here and now. Back in my day, those cartoons were dog shit. And that network, besides SpongeBob and a couple others, dog shit.
Yeah. All right, my hot take is that any cartoon made in 2000 is hot garbage. To include evolutions of classics, which means, unfortunately, I have to diss on modern new age Tom and Jerry. It's not the same. Not the same.
That's a hot take because
basically anything that's on Cartoon Network now, hot garbage. I will not let my eventually when I eventually have it, will not see it.
No.
Hot garbage.
I'll be introducing
which
good shit
which leads to almost everything on my top 5 list for cartoons, world classics. Because cartoons back then were actually good.
Yeah, you got a good point about that. I think some of the early 2000s, like something that didn't make, and it's an honorable mention for my top 5 is like Dexter's Laboratory.
I never liked that show.
I like that one, and then
even as a kid,
if you get into like Toonami, where you got like Samurai
Jack.
and
That's anime. Anime is a different ball game
Samurai
altogether.
Jack's not anime. And then you got Adult Swim, and Adult Swim was like
the adult cartoons
Force and Metalocalypse, and all of those. Like Family Guy was on there, and
adult cartoons. We're not even considering those in the same.
No.
Not even in the same category.
But yeah, then you had some anime on Toonami. Dragon Ball Z was always on Toonami.
That's right.
Gundam. Holy shit.
That was a good one.
Honestly,
I forgot that one until literally right now.
Gundam was pretty good, actually. I don't even like Gundam stories, but they had a Bionicle show on there that was actually halfway decent.
But they were older. Like early 2000s and pre-2000s. But yeah, that's my hot take. And it is very much a hot take.
It is. And, you know, that
new cartoons, shit.
And normally on another day, I would say don't get me started about that. But we have some other topics that don't get me started. Not as good as not as good as your first one.
Decent. It was decent. Hey, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, but that you had a fucking primo one for our first transition that you gave.
Yeah.
So since O'Leary sounds like an AI having an aneurysm.
Come on now.
Or like me having passing out a couple weeks ago.
Quite literally. You had a stroke on camera.
Yeah. Not scientifically proven, future employers. I went to the hospital. They don't know what's going on.
I will not confirm or deny.
I'll take they don't know what's going on.
Brain shut off for a few seconds.
I'll just take that they don't know what's going on, meaning that I'm fine. If they don't know what's happening, that means I'm good.
Get yourself on a health episode.
But how this goes is we're gonna give each other a love and a hate. And we're going to give each other a minute to explain why we love or we hate the subject that's given to us. Now, we like to target each other with these to make it funnier.
Each other.
I am 2-0 on the individual quitting or not being able to finish because I'm the best at this game. No one can out-bullshit the bullshitter. I may not be good at a lot of things, but I bullshit.
You do a good job of talking a lot without saying things.
Exactly.
Which is not in the spirit of the game. You're supposed to be giving reasons.
That's the
No. You're supposed to be giving reasons.
I give great reasons.
No, you don't. You talk around shit.
No.
You never really say anything.
Does anyone ever say anything? Ever?
Because I don't want to be rude.
Does anyone ever really say anything? No. There we go. There's some philosophy for you guys for today. But then at the end, after those, we'll get into a would you rather. Now, we are working on a game. I'm not gonna go into all the details of the game because we don't want to get copied and trademarked and all that shit because we're working on it.
Yep, it's gonna be an actual card game version of this as we play it.
And we're pretty close.
We're very close. Yeah,
we're closer than we were yesterday. Or a couple days ago, so we're doing good. We'll have to get it out to a market that tests it out and gives us feedback after we finish the last couple of topics and stuff. But I think this game's gonna be honestly really fucking fun because we have so much fun on the podcast doing this.
Oh yeah, I think this is the highlight show.
It is. It's my
not
favorite.
Even the
debate used to be my favorite, and then we started doing Don't Get Me Started, and this became my favorite. Like I look forward to Don't Get Me Started every week.
See this in top 5. I have fun with top 5 because it's really depending on the topic. It's a walk down memory lane. Like we did cartoons this week. We did toys last week.
Yep.
You know,
we done road trip stuff, which we have to do again because then it didn't take. We've done
road trip snacks.
Yeah.
We definitely need to revisit that one.
Yeah, we've done so much. I mean, we're 19 in, and I forget what we've done.
We've done sodas. We've done our favorite chips.
Yes.
Oh,
We haven't
okay.
done fast food yet. We've done.
Speaking of fast food, I just found out there's a Fazoli's in town.
There is?
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be so fucking stoked if I was you. Go get you some of them breadsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Best breadsticks of all time. That's my hot take for any podcast ever. Fazoli's beats Olive Garden or literally anybody else. Hello?
It says it's charging, but I'm losing battery faster than I'm
Do you have any do you have
charging.
anything open other than the camera? All right, well, he figures this out. I'm going to talk about Fazoli's because Fazoli's is the shit. And if Fazoli's, you ever want to sponsor us, just let us know because we'll sponsor you with a smile on our face because you are the best fast food, I think only, fast food Italian restaurant in the history of the world. I used to work at Fazoli's when I was younger, and it was one of the coolest, most fun work experiences I've ever had. The breadsticks have so much garlic butter on them that it makes them it makes the breadsticks melt in your mouth. And then you go there, right? Imagine this. You're at Fazoli's. It's a fast food Italian restaurant. You go through the drive-thru. You're like, hey, I want a bowl of spaghetti, right? You're in the drive-thru.
With red sauce.
I want a bowl. No, with fucking marinara, you damn commie. That tilts
Because
me.
I knew that would piss you off.
White sauce and red sauce tilts me so hard.
Let me get some fettuccine with some white sauce.
I've actually been like, so you mean Alfredo sauce? They're like, no, white sauce. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Fettuccine with Alfredo sauce. They're like, no, white sauce. I'm like, it's Alfredo sauce. Over. Like talking.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's completely different things. White sauce is what comes out of your penis. Alfredo sauce is delicious stuff for fettuccine noodles. So you go through the drive-thru, right? You order yourself a fettuccine Alfredo with some chicken, a little bit of little spices on it. They're like, "Hey, what do you want for your side?" You already get breadsticks. You already get two free breadsticks with it. Do you want a side salad or do you want a slice of fucking pizza? And you go,
or more breadsticks.
Well, I love pizza. I love fettuccine Alfredo, and I love America. So I'm gonna have a slice of pizza with my fucking.
God, you're making me so hungry.
That's Fazoli's. I don't know why it's a somewhat dying franchise.
Yeah, that is too bad.
It shouldn't be.
But now that I know that there's one in town, and it's in an area of town that I frequent, I will definitely be getting lunch there soon, very soon.
You should. And what what else you should do?
Next week.
What
else should I do?
If you want your love or hate first.
Okay, let me do my love.
Ooh. All right.
What cartoon thingy do I love?
And to our audience, we make all of our podcasts now, at least for the near future, based off a topic. So the topic's cartoons this week. So all of our categories will be off of cartoons. It's easy and fun way to structure
our
the podcast.
Top 5, our hot takes, and our don't get me started, and our debate. So 4 of our 9 topics all follow whatever that topic is for, or whatever that theme is for the week.
Yes. So you love when
what do I love?
Commercials go on at the most inopportune times while you're watching your morning cartoons.
Okay.
So you're watching a cartoon and they're about to do something, commercial, and you're like, fuck.
Well, all right, so here's the thing about that. That really happens because cartoons are built around commercials. Especially ones like Tom and Jerry, where there was a whole episode in between the commercial breaks, right? So I never really minded that. And commercials on Cartoon Network or cartoon-based shows, like even PBS, the commercials were always kid-centric, and they were always exciting. It was always for kids' products, the new toys that were coming out. I built a lot of my birthday and Christmas wish lists off of some of the cartoons I used to see. Or not cartoons, commercials I used to see. So, in a way, when you get commercials that really target the audience and do it well, they're entertaining, and I didn't mind them that much. In fact, we should probably do a podcast in the future about our favorite commercials as kids. Right? Because I know you could come up with something. Like, remember the old Magic Chocolate Factory or Zoo Pals, the magazine, stuff like that? See, we enjoyed watching or those commercials.
Or Nerf Wars.
Yeah, anything from Nerf, or when they would talk about the newest toys.
You got a 40-year-old man and a kid like diving across the couch with Nerf guns shooting each other.
With Nerf guns. Oh man, Nerf guns were just taking off.
Here, Nerf guns today with Nerf Wars. Oh, dude. That makes me nostalgic about toy. I think I talked about this last week as well, or 2 weeks ago when we did the last podcast. I miss Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Toys R Us was the best thing as a kid. You go in there, there's toys for fucking day. It's a store just for toys.
All the toys.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Amazon killed it.
Couldn't afford a whole lot of them, but it was nice to go look.
Right. Window shopping as a kid.
Yes.
I definitely did a lot of that.
All right, what do you want from my...
All right, you want you love or hate?
You know, we're going to go love.
All right. You love it when you only catch the last few minutes of your favorite show.
All right, I love when I can only catch the last few minutes of my favorite show for a couple reasons. One, that means I was playing outside, and I came in, and I was able to catch the end of the show.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it was. Get out of here. This is not your argument. This is my argument. So I might have been outside.
Objection, you're bullshit.
Maybe I was doing some chores, right? And I just had the opportunity, even if I was doing something else, to come back and watch the last little bit. And what that did was get me excited for the rerun. Because when we were kids, we had reruns. We didn't get to go on YouTube or fucking whatever else, Pornhub, and find the rest of our show on there, right? We had to go wait for the reruns in the week or the next week, because they would always have like last week's episode as the episode before the new episode next week. So I get the last little bit of it, and then I can look forward to next week where I can watch the new one.
I don't know what cartoons you were watching that had that option.
Yeah, Cartoon Network did that. If like the week prior, if you missed it, they would always that day prior to or maybe the day prior or the episode slot prior to the new episode, they'd always play the last episode.
Interesting.
I watched a lot of cartoons.
The cartoons I watched didn't have that option because they were reruns from the 50s and
That's
60s.
because they were only reruns.
Yeah, there was nothing new coming out.
No. All right.
Alrighty. What is my hate?
You hate when your parents told you to play outside when your favorite cartoon was on.
Oh, you.
Good luck.
Well, here's the thing. So that never really happened.
No.
Because
you hate when they told you to do it.
Well, because
No.
when Tom and Jerry was on, my parents let me watch it.
No, that's not the argument.
And it always happened at 1:00 in the afternoon. And that was just our time, you know? But when they would do it, I love it when they do this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought I asked for my hate.
You hate it. You hate when they do it.
Oh, right. Yeah, duh. Of course I hate it when they do that. They're taking me away from my favorite cartoon. Like, what the fuck? I have 1 hour where they show a grand total of maybe 6 tiny episodes, and most of that hour is commercials, and you're forcing me to go outside and do something I don't want. Of course I don't want to do that. That's stupid. You watch my dang show. It only lasts an hour, and then I'll go outside.
You danced for 45 seconds before you I
took a page of your playbook. Bullshit, the bullshitter. That's me bullshitting.
Well, you took notes, but they still got a little way to come, young Padawan. All right, what's my hate?
All right, you ready for your hate?
Yeah.
You hate waking up early to catch the beginning of the Saturday morning cartoons.
I hate waking up early to catch the beginning of the Saturday cartoons because, number one, I hate waking up early. I cannot stand it. Why do you gotta put cartoons on at 8 a.m.? What the fuck's wrong with you? I want to get up about, it's the weekend, right?
It's 6 a.m. You kidding?
It's the weekend. Well, I was on Michigan time. It's the weekend. I got a whole school week done, getting up early and going to school. I want to get up at a halfway decent time, not too late, not too early, get my bowl of cereal, and watch a cartoon. But no, you want me to get up at the ass crack of fucking dawn, and I'm 7 years old. I barely know how to fucking shit in the toilet by that then. You saying that I have self responsibility to give for a cartoon? Of course I'm gonna miss it, and I did it every single time. Now I gotta
You
wait for
still got
next week.
and you
When
got to adjust the rabbit ears.
yeah, now you gotta wait for next week for the rerun to come on. And yeah, I couldn't stand when they did that. We both gave each
Annoying.
other a hate that was actually a hate.
Yeah, I know, right?
That doesn't happen very
Hey,
often.
every once in a while, you know, we need something that we can actually rant about.
Yes. All right. Would you rather?
Sleep or watch cartoons? I'd rather sleep.
That was the extent of my argument as well. Would you rather
Exactly.
you personally? Would you rather be Elmer Fudd or Porky Pig?
Uh, oh man. Echo says Porky, but at least Fudd had guns.
Fuck off, folks.
Son of a gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you? Fuck. I think I'd rather be Fudd because at least I know I can shoot guns.
It's true. Even though almost every time you shoot a gun, it blows up in your face.
Nah, that was more Daffy. That happened to Daffy a lot.
True, but
It would blow his beak to the backside of his head.
that's right. No, but Bugs would come up and put
fire.
Bugs would come up and while he was in the hole, and he'd grab his hand and go all the way around Elmer and stick his hand in his finger in there before he shoots. Remember?
Or he would move his front side post to the rear
Yeah.
and then spin his gun around.
Loons is
shoot.
great.
Yeah.
All right, what do I got?
All right. Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon?
Ooh. Wait, would I rather watch or?
Yeah, which one would you rather watch? You can only watch one.
Now the chat's gonna hate me for this, and I'm gonna be honest. As a young kid, Dragon Ball Z was okay, and you know what? It still is okay. It's not the greatest show in the world. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I have to wait 7 episodes for a person to do one ability. Now in Pokemon,
That's anime in general. Let's be honest.
that's not true. That is Dragon Ball Z who made that entire stereotype up, and it's completely them. And if anyone in the chat or the comments says otherwise, you know you're lying to yourself. Goku's out here trying to do a Kamehameha, right? Trying to hit Frieza for 7 episodes. It's the equivalent of a bad guy in a movie giving their speech before they get beat by.
They're monologuing.
Yeah, their monologue before.
That's why I hate anime. That honestly right there is why I hate anime. Is there's too much dialogue that's supposed to be fighting, and there's too much build up to the fight that doesn't ever actually happen.
I got some good animes for you. But
so
in saying that, I would watch Pokemon. Because when I was a kid, when did Pokemon come out on TV?
Oh Jesus! With the main character who's been the same age for 28 years.
So 1997, I was 3 when it came out.
When did 97?
97. I was born 94, so I was 3.
Yeah, I was 4.
So when I started watching it in like 98, 99, you know, there was like every episode there'd be a new Pokemon. And at the start of the episodes,
True.
It would be like, who's that Pokemon? And you have to like guess what the Pokemon would be throughout the episode.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah. And then you go
Pikachu, it's Clefairy. And yes, Mumford, you are exactly right. I don't play RPGs for that reason as well.
If you really hate it, you're gonna hit your. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed watching Pokemon as a kid. and I had the Pokemon cards. Remember when Burger King used to give out the Pokeballs? If you got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kids meal, and it had like that golden card, like the
Oh,
foil card in it.
what was the Burger King version of a Happy Meal? What did they call it?
Oh, Burger King Junior. I don't know.
A Mighty Kids Meal. You remember that shit? The Mighty Kids Meal? I'm pretty sure that was Burger King's version of it.
What was? I think it was a Mighty Kids meal.
Chat, help me out here. Was it a Mighty Kids Meal? Was that Burger King's version of the Happy Meal?
Burger King released a new promotion. No, in early 2005. Let's say that. I don't remember, but yeah, I think it was the mighty meal or something like that. Um, but yeah, they came out with the Pokemon cards that are worth a ridiculous amount of money now. The Pokemon games were amazing. I was fortunate enough to get a Game Boy Color back in the day with Pokemon Blue.
Wait, hold on.
You find it?
Okay. The Burger King had a big kids meal,
Big kids meal. That's right.
and the Mighty Kids meal was a variant of the Happy Meal. So the Mighty Kids meal was also McDonald's.
So it was Big Kids meal then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Kids meal, and then you get like the Pokemon cards in there. Yeah, I always like that. But yeah, short answer: Pokemon over Dragon Ball Z, all day, every day, all day.
All right, fair enough. You already gave me mine, right?
I did. Yeah, we actually
Yeah.
blew through all this so far pretty quick.
Yeah, we did actually.
I even see the time on here. We've only been going for 52 minutes. We've already.
I feel like we skipped something here.
Well, we've skipped a couple segments, and one of those segments we skipped is, let's say, in history.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't follow the topics at all.
We did not. I
But
went.
the topics.
I went down the list of where my scenes were. we didn't go over at all.
Alrighty, so we're gonna hit 2 days. We're gonna hit the 25th and 26th because we were originally supposed to do this on the 25th. So our featured event, we're going back to 1787. On this day in 1787, the Constitutional Convention opened in Philadelphia, where 55 state delegates, initially charged with amending the Articles of Confederation, later drafted the Constitution of the United States as we know it today. That happened on this day in 1787. Our featured biography, we have two people born on this day. The first one is 1939. He is a British actor known for many roles, but most iconically as either Magneto in the original X-Men and Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings series. Jones, you know who I'm talking about? He must have left. It is Sir Ian McKellen, born on this day, May 25th, 1939. He is now 84 years old and still kicking. The other one, born in 1978, American football player Brian Urlacher, the linebacker for the Bears. Bears.
Dude, he was a fucking menace on the field.
Yeah,
I used to watch.
Did you know who I'm talking about? With Ian McKellen?
You know, I knew the "sir" part. I was using the restroom and I yelled, "I'm peeing," but I forgot that
I hear that.
I forgot that I had muted my mic. So,
gotcha. Alrighty, more events on this day. 2020 was the death of George Floyd, and the start of the Black Lives Matter movement, and the burning of Minneapolis, with all the riots that happened because of that. That happened on this day back in 2020, only 3 years ago. Let's go back just a little bit further. 2011 was the last, on this day in 2011, was the last airing of the Oprah Winfrey Show. Everyone knows Oprah Winfrey. She's one of the richest, most influential women in the United States. This was her last episode yesterday, back in 2011.
Really? She made Oprah that channel though, right?
Yes. Oh, this was the last episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
That's crazy.
In quotes. Yeah, that was back in 2011. Okay, the next thing that happened all the way back in 1977. There was a release of arguably the greatest sci-fi movie ever made, which spawned a trilogy, and then another trilogy, and then another trilogy, and then TV shows. You know what I'm talking about, Jones?
Star Wars?
Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, was released in theater this day, 1977.
I'm glad you said Star Wars and not Star Trek. Because I would have been like, you're just wrong.
May the Force be with you, Frodo. That's how you offend three fandoms at once. Okay, and a few years before that, 1969, Midnight Cowboy was released to theaters, and it was starring John Voight and Dustin Hoffman. It was the only X-rated film to win an Academy Award for Best Picture. How about that?
Now people are too butthurt to watch them.
Yeah, right. All right, a few years before that, in 1961, John F. Kennedy, U.S. President John F. Kennedy, committed the United States to land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. That goal was achieved with the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. Let's see. All right, all the way back in 1935, the American baseball legend Babe Ruth hit his 714th and last home run of his career, and he retired that year. The great band, the Sultan of SWAT, the Colossus of Clout, and all the other nicknames for the Babe. It's 714 home runs in his career. That was a record that stood for a long time, by the way.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's go back a little bit further. 1935, American track and field standout Jesse Owens set 3 world records and equaled one other at a meet in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Arguably, he was I'm pretty sure he had most of the sprinting records until I think Usain Bolt.
I think Usain beat his record, didn't he?
He did, but Jesse Owens held the records up until Bolt.
That's
and
what I'm saying. Yeah.
He was setting records back in the 30s.
Against Nazi Olympians too.
That's right.
In Germany that year.
They made a movie about him, didn't they?
I'm sure, yeah. But yeah, I remember specifically
the Berlin Olympics in 1940, or was it in the 30s?
I can't remember. 30s, because the end of the war was 40s something, 47, right?
46.
Either way, whatever. He went and beat a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah.
And it was like apparently a pretty crazy feat.
I remember seeing a TED Talk a while back that compared Jesse Owens to Usain Bolt, and they were talking specifically about the evolution of both human physicality, but then also the evolution of sport equipment and how much those two translate to the athletes that we have today versus the athletes that we had decades past. So there were 2 big things that this particular talk talked about. And one of them was the fact that Jesse Owens was running on cinder instead of a track, and he was not using spiked shoes.
Jeez.
And they also didn't come off of the blocks, as we say nowadays. Yep. They would dig footholes into the cinders and use that to propel them. So no sprinters blocks, no spike shoes, and they were running on what was essentially burnt wood.
It makes you wonder.
So no. That was
is actually legitimately faster than him.
And that's what the TED Talk was talking about. And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember the specifics, but I think it said something about maybe Jesse Owens would still have been faster.
I mean, I would
Jesse Owens was still in his prime and was running with all of today's technology. I think he would have been faster than Bolt. But yeah, really cool stuff. Let's see. Oh, on this day in 1810, Argentina gained independence from Spain. Stuff. All right, moving on to today. Today, the 26th of May, our featured event takes us back to 1521, where the Catholic Church, during the Edict of Worms, banned the writings of Martin Luther, the German cleric who was famous for posting his 95 Theses on the Church of England's door, and essentially launching the Protestant Reformation movement, which is now is still celebrated in the Protestant and Reformed religions. So your Presbyterians, your Baptists, your Reformed theologies, they all celebrate Reformation Sunday, and that started with Martin Luther. However, on this day in 1521, the Edict of Worms banned the writings of Martin Luther and declared him an outlaw and a heretic. Yeah, that's the Catholic Church for you. Let's see. A featured biography. Born on this 1951 was Sally Ride, one of the first female American astronauts. Also, born on this day, 1907, legendary American actor John Wayne, who was born in Winterset, Iowa, which is actually just down the road. Essentially, it's only like 20 miles away from where my whole family lives. I've seen his house, actually.
John Wayne.
Yeah, the John Wayne is from Iowa.
Oh. And John Wayne Casey.
Winterset, Iowa. Shut up. Son of a bitch.
You guys produce good Johns.
Yeah. And me. Let's see. 1966, formerly a colony of the Dutch and later the British, Guyana gained its independence from Britain on this day in 1966. I have no idea where that is. Pretty sure it's in Africa. Judging by the green, the red, the yellow, and the black in their... No, Guyana.
G-H-A-N-A?
G-U-Y-A-N-A.
Oh, okay. I'm looking up for you. I'm pretty sure right, though.
Oh, South America.
Oh. They do have similar colors to a lot of African countries, though.
That's what threw me off.
The red, the yellow, and the green. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's next to Colombia.
And Venezuela. And Belize.
And... Oh.
Shoot. How about that? Alrighty. Well, yeah, they gained their independence from Britain on this day, 1966. Oh, shoot. On this day in 1940 was the British evacuation from Dunkirk.
Wow.
Yeah. Great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it. Fantastic movie.
Still need to watch it.
What? You haven't seen it? Oh.
I know. I suck at watching movies.
It's a great Christopher Nolan movie. Anyway. All right, let's go back a little further. 1938. Oh, my God. This one. The House Un-American Activities Committee was created. With Martin Dies Jr. as its chairman, and it investigated alleged communist activities. Are you now, or were you ever a member of the Communist Party?
Huh.
You remember hearing about that?
Un-American
Activities Committee. Yeah.
I wonder if it's still around.
No, that was this old time ago.
I mean,
yeah, during the famous Red Scare and the communist scourge. Yeah, there was a committee that was set up to investigate communist influence within the government.
Oh, it's so I just looked it up, right? It became a standing permanent committee in 1945, and from 1969 onwards, it was known as the House Committee on Internal Security. And the House abolished the committee in 1975.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. 1927, the Ford Motor Company ended production of its famous Model T. which, 1927. And 1 year before that, in 1926, jazz musician Miles Davis, a trumpeter who was one of the major influences on jazz from the late 1940s, was born in Alton, Illinois.
What a fucking legend, dude.
Absolute
Also,
legend.
the Model T was replaced by the Model A.
Yes.
I remember that because a guy that I used to work with has always restored one. And
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, 1907, John Wayne was born in Woolset. Ooh, here's a good one. 1897, Irish writer. Oh, I had no idea he was Irish. Bram Stoker published the Gothic horror classic. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't know it's just based on the name? Bram Stoker?
I'll probably kick myself.
Dracula.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
that was the tip of my tongue.
That became the basis for an entire genre of literature and films about vampires. Bram Stoker. I thought he was English this whole time. I had no idea he was Irish.
And people believing they're actual vampires.
Yeah, that too. Alrighty. Just a few more here.
And a stain on the vampire community called Twilight.
Oh god, don't get me started on that. Hate Twilight. All right, 1895, American. Oh, this is another birth. In 1895 was the birth of American photographer Dorothy Lang, whose portraits of displaced farmers during the Great Depression greatly influenced later documentary and journalistic photography. I remember seeing her pictures. A lot of her pictures are appearing in our school history books, even because they were so well done.
I do remember some of those pictures, actually.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people, they'll recognize the name Dorothy Lang, but they don't know what from. But yeah, journalistic photographer. Let's see. All right, 1876, the Challenger expedition, the original Challenger expedition, was a groundbreaking oceanographic exploration cruise carried out by the British Admiralty and the Royal Society. That was in 1876.
Oh, Mom just said something. Fun fact, Bram Stoker staged a theatrical adaptation of Dracula before the novel was released. The book was just an afterthought.
No kidding.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe I should write this down. All right. 1868. I had no idea that Congress tried to impeach Andrew Johnson. But apparently that happened in 1868. He was being impeached for, quote, bringing into disgrace, ridicule, hatred, contempt, and reproach the Congress of the United States. So unfortunately, it ended with his acquittal in the Senate, but...
So he said mean words to the Congress and they tried to impeach him?
Apparently.
Yeah. Sounds
it sounds very congressional.
Yeah. Sounds similar.
Yep. But there you have it, folks. That's your day, your last 2 days in history.
All right. And now we go into the section talking about historical first responders doing heroic shit. And our hero of the week. It's going to be two heroes. They worked in a tandem. This happened in 2021 in Del Norte, California. I have no fucking idea where that is. I'll be honest with you. I live in California. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's Spanish for the north.
Probably in the north of California then. Deputy Lucero and Sergeant Ortega, sorry, responded to a man who was stuck on a rock in a giant swell. So the tide had come up and trapped the man on this rock. He was probably doing it for the vine.
He was stuck between a rock and a hard place, huh?
Yeah. Poseidon was pissed at him.
Got stuck between a rock and a wet place.
Yeah. But both deputies waited a couple minutes and then swam out, grabbed him through the high tide, and then drug him back to shore and sent him to the hospital.
Wow.
That's
impressive.
That is impressive because
they weren't even rescue swimmers. They were just
Yeah, not that it shows. No, I mean maybe one guy was a PJ. I don't know at some point in his life, but it's still impressive on a high tide going out there and rescuing a guy for rock's pretty cool.
God, I'd be worried about undertows or currents.
That's what I'm saying. And you're in uniform
Jesus.
with your fucking
I'm sure they dropped kit.
yeah, but you still got that heavy ass fucking uniform on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive.
FC went out there, they went out there in their
very
skivvies and
impressive.
grabbed him. I probably would have just waited. I'll be honest. I would have called the kill squad.
Yeah,
Like,
well, there's no skivvies in the world that could hold those massive cojones
no, there isn't.
of those guys. So, Lucero and Ortega.
Lucero and Ortega in 2021.
That was just a few years ago. Good for them.
Good for them.
Good
Heroes
for
of our
them.
week.
I salute you, gentlemen.
As do I. Now, we get to our serious part of the. It's not really that serious, honestly.
We say serious, but
serious part of the podcast where we debate a couple things.
yeah,
this is something we did, and we say this
usually turns into more of an argument, but
it is. It's not so much a debate. We used to do this a lot. We were in the dorms. Because we were roommates
even in our
dorms
apartments
and apartments later when we were in the Air Force together. But we used to debate shit all the time.
all the time.
I used to play devil's advocate a lot because I enjoyed watching O'Leary squirm sometimes. Because he would think that we had totally separate opinions on, like, let's say, I don't know, gun laws. He thought that I had an entirely separate opinion.
No. We do have different opinions on gun laws.
We do?
Yeah.
What's my opinion on gun laws?
Well, you think red flag laws should be a thing.
I think anyone should be able to own whatever the fuck they. If I want to own a tank, I should be able to own a tank. That's what I think. Now, do I think there's some fucking crazy people out there that maybe shouldn't own a gun? Yes, I also do think that. But to not think that's like, oh, yeah, there's crazy people. Crazy people plus gun equals bad things. That's just, I mean, that's basic math, and I'm not even that smart.
But that bad thing is mitigated when everybody else in the immediate vicinity has a gun as well.
That's what I'm saying.
The second crazy guy pulls out a gun, he gets shot.
Yeah.
By all the law-abiding gun owners.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so put guns everywhere. Literally everywhere. Have everyone carrying a gun, and stupid will not happen.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank.
And I'm gonna go on a light. We don't like in a heavy.
We're trying not to. We don't. Yeah, we try not to get political.
But you know, who gives a fuck? It's our podcast. If you guys get offended, that shows more about yourself. Getting offended at a stupid topic than it does about us. As Letterkenny would say, fucking figure it out there, bud. But so we have a lot of unemployed veterans in the United States, right?
Oh, I love this idea, dude. I think I know where you're going with this.
We also have a lot of schools. Now, veterans are very good at handling a weapon system responsibly.
Most of them are already trained.
Most of them are already trained. You probably put them through a refresher, right? Especially because of physical security and stuff like that. Put a veteran, pay him $15 an hour, which is minimum wage in California, and you know, a little over minimum wage in other states. Pay him $15 an hour to sit there during the school day with a gun. You know how many fucking school shooters you're gonna have? This many fucking school shooters. You know the impact
for less than the cost of hiring a new teacher.
Yes.
You put 2 armed, decked out veterans
just even
in
one.
every school. Depending on the size of the school, you might need a few.
Well, you treat the school like a hardened facility, right? You have one entry, where they let you in, they can buzz you into the school. You have an armed individual sitting there. You get screened prior to going to school for weapons. Bam. Very simple security, like very low cost, simple security. He can pat you down before you go to school.
See, I don't even think you need all that, because it's never the students bringing the schools in or the guns in.
Well, sometimes it is.
The notable exception being Columbine, but yeah.
No, it's just, but if you make a single point of entry,
Well,
right?
most schools already do that. Honestly, most
Yes,
schools already do that.
and it mitigates, but the response of someone already in the school with a weapon compared to, and I'm sorry to say, like a lot of police departments are ridiculously understaffed. Um, it takes up to 30 minutes sometimes for a police officer to respond to a call, and that's not because the police officer doesn't give a shit. It's because the
Yeah.
police officer's dealing with 7 domestic calls and fucking 4 crackheads. Like,
Well, and you
his
never
priority
know.
is going to be the
Police,
shooter, but
the police you get showing up might be Uvalde police, which don't do shit.
you should
So you never
read
know.
into some of the new facts on that. That is a crazy fucking situation. But
Yeah,
yeah, you
it
put
was screwed up from
you
the
put
get go.
a veteran in front of a school. You know who else would do a bunch of that? Retired veterans. They need something to do a
Absolutely.
couple days a week. You get a retired veteran to go sit at a school. Not only will they be safer, it's like having one of the officers there, right? Where you have a veteran there to mentor young kids. So you get a guy who was a non-commissioned officer who was in charge of raising 18-year-old kids, 18-year-old fuck faces, right? Into
Mm.
good, like quality grown men. You put him in a school with a bunch of 13 to 18-year-old fuck faces, and they're there as a supportive father or mother figure. And I think it would do
Hmm.
well. I don't know. That's just me.
There are
Now,
literally no downsides to this.
there's zero. Well, I could see
Literally
where
no downside.
there some there's always growing pains in every situation. There is no downsides. The only situation I could see happening is this is a possibility. I'm not saying this
Hmm.
is someone with a lot of mental problems myself. Some people have some pretty bad mental problems, and if the screening's not done correctly, um, uh, you might be able to put someone in there with a gun that might not be in the perfect mental state at that point, right? I'm not saying they'll hurt others, but maybe they fucking shoot themselves in front of the kids. You saw that with not Marcus Luttrell. Who was the other one? Who was the other Navy SEAL that got shot in the gun range by the guy
Oh,
who was
Kyle. Chris
yes,
Kyle.
Chris Kyle was shot in the gun range by another veteran. So I could see where, but if you
Yeah.
screen 99.999999999% of people are good dudes.
Yeah.
Now, a less serious debate, because we didn't debate in that at all, um, is the best cartoon channel.
Yeah. I'll let you go first.
All right. So how this works, we'll give a minute apiece for an opening statement, and then we'll argue a little bit, and then we'll give a minute apiece for a closing statement, like, I don't know, a debate. Um, pretty crazy. It's called Debate This. This
God forbid
week,
we actually treat it like an actual debate.
yeah, we usually don't. We kind of just argue a little bit, talk over each other. So basically, a political debate.
Right.
Nothing really gets said. And we just argue, and then we end up somewhat agreeing at the end. So yeah, the only thing that separates us from a political debate is we somewhat agree. Now, this week is the best cartoon channel.
I'll let you go first. I just put food in my mouth.
There are a plethora of cartoon channels: Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network. I don't know, other ones. Boomerang. There's a plethora of cartoon channels out there. My cartoon channel
Yeah, what's your pick?
is Cartoon Network, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Cartoon Network has the most bangers throughout all of cartoons of all time. Not only do they have banger cartoons for kids, but they have Toonami for the teenagers, and they have Adult Swim on the same network for adults. So Cartoon Network and that whole thing right there has cartoons for all ages. Um, the amount of cartoons that were shit compared to the amount of cartoons that were good is a way higher percentage than things like fucking Nickelodeon or Disney Channel. Like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon have just dog shit fucking shows all the time.
Objection, Your Honor. Bullshit.
Well, you can't object in an opening statement. Learn the law, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, but yeah, there's so many bangers, like on Cartoon Network, and there's 3 networks within one network that show every single level of cartoons for adults, teenagers, and kids.
Okay.
To you,
My
Seth.
pick for the best cartoon channel is Boomerang. And here's why. Cartoon Network, it has a vast library, but 80% of that is a steaming pile of buffalo pucky that you have to wade through just to find the occasional good show that they put out. Boomerang is nothing but the classics. The absolute classics that nobody could ever have an issue with. Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, the Jetsons, right? The good shows, back when cartoons were legitimately good and fun for the whole family. That's all Boomerang is. You don't have to wade through a bunch of steaming pile of nasty, horrible, no kid should ever watch this trash cartoons that it makes up about 80% of what Cartoon Network is before you can find an occasional good show. Boomerang is just 100% bangers. 100% of the time.
Okay, I'll let you keep going.
I'm not enough to be a boomer, Mumford.
No, but you have the taste of one, is what he's saying.
It's good. A good taste is good taste, and wine ages nicely. So,
okay,
yeah,
see what you did there.
That was a fantastic analogy, wasn't it?
It was pretty good. It was all right. All right, are you ready for this? I'm gonna start naming off just some Cartoon Network shows, just a couple, right? Teen Titans,
That was the diamond in the rough?
Looney Tunes, cartoons.
Yeah, diamond in the rough.
Futurama.
Trash.
Oh, you're a fucking communist if you don't like Futurama. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Samurai
Trash.
Jack.
Mid.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Trash.
What?
Hey, that didn't make your list either. I don't want to hear you talking.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. That's also on Boomerang.
Huh, I didn't realize Sesame Street was on there. Interesting.
Really? I thought they were on PBS.
Yeah, I guess they acquired them.
Interesting.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Trash.
Johnny Bravo.
That's also a Boomerang cartoon as well.
But it was what also Boomerang is owned by Cartoon Network. I just saw that. I just did a Google search for Boomerang, and then it said Boomerang Cartoon Network. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, so Cartoon Network may be the parent company, but Boomerang is where they put all the good shows.
Star Wars, Clone Wars, which was a fucking banger, by the way. Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon was so good.
That's the only thing keeping people on Disney Plus.
I mean, that's true. They had to buy out Grim and Evil, which I forgot about that one, but it was awesome.
Grim and Evil.
Yeah, it was the girl and the Grim Reaper.
Oh,
Mandy.
you mean Billy and Mandy?
Yeah.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes.
Another dog shit show.
What?
Horrible show.
You have no taste. Your tastes are from 1982.
Kids should never watch shows like that. Ever.
Well, you're wrong. I'm gonna give it to you. Duck Rogers, Justice League.
Justice League was decent.
A couple of the Batman ones.
What point are you trying to make here? You're just listing off shows.
I know. And then,
are you trying to convince me that Cartoon Network did have the occasional good show?
No, I'm trying to put my point across of I could go on for a very long time on just kid show bangers. This isn't even including Toonami.
You didn't even list very many good ones. And the good ones that you listed, Boomerang.
Well, the good ones I listed are on Cartoon Network.
You didn't list very many good ones though. And
Yeah,
that was my whole point, is that you got to wade through a whole bunch of shit cartoons just to occasionally find a good one.
That is not true. All those were bangers.
No.
No. We're not even talking about Toonami yet. Toonami was what introduced anime to a lot of kids in our generation. Agami Ga Kill, honestly, top 3 favorite anime for me of all time. Attack on Titan's on there, Black Clover, Naruto. The first time I watched Naruto was on there. One Piece was on there.
You know how I feel about anime, so you're...
Well, I'm not arguing to you.
You're fighting a losing battle here.
I'm arguing to the audience. Your opinion in this is null because you don't believe the same thing I do. And then we get to Adult Swim, dude. We've got Family Guy.
Those we've barely qualify. Adult cartoons don't even classify or don't even qualify.
We've got King of the Hill. We've got fucking...
These are adult shows. These aren't even made for kids.
On a network of Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is the network, Toonami, and Adult Swim. Boondocks, which was a fucking banger too.
Never saw it.
That was really good, actually. You should probably watch it.
I suppose you think Brickleberry's a good show too.
I do not. No.
Oh, okay. At least we agree on that.
I only like good shows. I know what you're talking about. But the whole point.
I don't know. You liked Billy and Mandy, for fuck's sake.
It was a good show. What are you talking about?
It was not.
When I was 11 years old, that was a good show.
That show was demented.
Yeah, it was good. A little demented, but
very demented.
Okay, like every single media thing that ever comes out.
You try and put the demented label on anything on Boomerang.
No.
Now, was Johnny Bravo a sex pervert?
Dude,
okay, maybe.
Do you really want to go down this road? I don't like pulling the racisms and the sexism stuff card because I think a bunch of that's bullshit. But
I'm about to pull the racism and sexism shit because I'm trying to pad my argument.
There's a lot of old cartoons that when they were created did not have the same
products of their generation.
Yes.
They're products of their time.
Yes, which
like the Black Housemaid from Tom and Jerry that had the really nice, classy Southern voice,
and the
that they never showed her face for some reason.
I don't know, it's kind of weird.
I loved her character though,
and the fucking rooster,
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, dude.
Did you even know what his name was? Let's be honest. Be honest.
I did, but I was trying to search for him, to be honest with you. But he said some racist
I say, listen up here.
He said some racist shit, dude. Now, I will say...
Products of their time. It was racist at the time. So
Boomerang is... So here's the networks, right? Cartoon Network, everything. That's where things are that are live, right? It's the live viewing of things. Boomerang is a catalog based off the live viewing of Cartoon Network stuff. So the best stuff that comes from Cartoon Network is then catalogs into Boomerang. But was
all the best and only the best. But what's left over?
But was first introduced by Cartoon Network, Toonami, and Adult Swim.
Okay, sure. They started there, but that's also where all the crap is. You want to go to a place. You want to that special. That's like top shelf liquor. All liquor is introduced at the bar level, but only the really good stuff ends up on the top shelf. You yourself just described Boomerang as top shelf cartoons.
No,
and nothing but.
I just described Boomerang as the fucking National Archives. And
yeah, that's where all cartoons wish they would end up, but only the good ones get in.
From where?
Doesn't matter from where, it just matters that's where they are.
Who put the time and production into and aired these shows?
The individual production companies, but
who were
Cartoon Network
broadcasting on what channel?
Okay, they all got their. That's like saying all players start in the minor leagues before they make the big leagues.
The majority, yeah, but
Yeah.
well,
So
no,
Cartoon Network,
that is not
Cartoon
like saying that
Network,
at all.
Cartoon Network is the minor leagues of cartoons. They need to find out if they're any good.
No,
And then when they're labeled as good enough, they get to make it to the big leagues.
No,
which
no.
is the cartoon version of being put in Boomerang.
No, your analogy is incorrect.
Sir, I rest my case. That was a brilliant analogy, and you can't say anything about it.
Oh, yes, I can. Because here's what I'll say about that. Cartoon Network.
So you're laughing?
No,
You get it
because I have a great point. So Cartoon Network is like the major leagues. Boomerang is when they're done the major leagues and when they're still like
Boomerang is the Hall of Fame. I like that. I like that analogy better.
No, they're still hanging on to their careers and they're just like towards the end of the careers, right? And they go over to like Japan or Europe and they play in the European and Japanese baseball leagues because they're too old to make it in the major leagues anymore.
That doesn't happen, but okay. I appreciate the effort you're putting into your analogies. I know it's not your forte, but you're right. I like that better. Some cartoons are major league cartoons. Those are the ones that make it into your top 5, right? But Boomerang is the Hall of Fame.
Okay, so let's say we use your analogy, right? It's the Hall of Fame cartoons.
Yes.
In order to get in the Hall of Fame, where you got to play?
Yeah, you got to play in the major leagues, sure, but not everybody in the major leagues makes it into the Hall of Fame, which is what makes the Hall of Fame so good.
Okay, well we're still using your Hall of Fame your Hall of Fame analogy. Mm-hmm. So Boomerang's the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. There is only one network that Boomerang pulls from. Out of all the networks, there is one network that they pull from to make the Hall of Fame, and that is Cartoon Network. They don't pull from Disney. They don't pull from Nickelodeon. They don't pull from.
There's nothing good that came out of Nickelodeon. Let's be honest.
Besides SpongeBob. That's it. It's true. But all of these come from one specific source who created these, and you're sitting down on your Saturday waiting for the brand new cartoon to come out. The brand new Courage the Cowardly Dog that's in Boomerang now. The brand new
Courage and Boomerang?
Yep. The brand new Scooby-Doo to come out, which is in Boomerang.
I knew that.
So
Courage does not belong in Boomerang.
The brand new Popeye when you're probably, born in 1964 to come out. And you're sitting there waiting for everything to come out. You see it on Cartoon Network. You're not seeing that shit on Boomerang. Boomerang's going to be on like at a weird fucking time during the day when none of those shows are on. And
it's its own separate channel now, actually. If you have smart TVs, you can buy just the Boomerang channel. You can get a subscription to just that. And then you have to wade through all the other bullshit cartoons that are on Cartoon Network. That's like saying your professional team every once in a while has to play the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers, right? You got to work your way through the trash teams before you play the big teams. You heard what I said.
Whoa. I will not allow that talk here. The Tigers are second in the division now.
You will not allow truth to be spoken.
No, I will not allow slander of a decent young team. All right? The Pirates are also first in their division this year.
Okay, well, they haven't been in.
It's a really weird. It's
relevant in a very long time. Yeah, apparently it is.
Also, the Tigers were great for 10 years.
All right, so you're right. You're right. Cartoon Network is like Major League Baseball as a whole. Everybody gets there eventually.
That's
but only the best. But that's literally what you said.
No, the best.
That's the analogy you made.
Because only cartoons pulled from Cartoon Network get into your proverbial Hall of Fame called Boomerang, which no one.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I bet you if you asked 10 people, there'd be 0 people that knew what Boomerang was.
I don't know. Am I asking from people of your age in California?
Bro, we're the same age. You're 1 year older than me.
Okay, fine. Am I asking from people in your neck of the woods, or am I asking from people in my neck of the woods?
The whole United States. I'm from fucking Michigan. Like, what are you talking about? No
Again,
one
I
knows
rest
what
my case.
Boomerang is. No one. And I love all the cartoons on there. I'll say it.
That still doesn't detract from my argument that Boomerang is the best because only the best cartoons get into it.
Yeah, but you're not getting the nostalgia piece of as a kid. You get up and you're like, man, I can't wait to go watch this show on Cartoon Network. You're not getting up going, oh, I can't wait to watch this show on Boomerang this weekend. You know, when you're 7 years old, in 2002, 2002, 2001, 2002.
I was 7 years old in 2000.
Okay, I was 7, 2001 then, because that was 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember being 8 years old. I remember delivering the paper the day after and seeing it's all over the headline.
I remember walking in from school and my mom was fucking bawling, crying. I look over the TV and I saw the second one hit.
I remember
was like screaming at TV. I was like, that's kind of weird. Why are you screaming?
I remember we bought our first TV so we could follow the news.
Yeah. But I'll say, do you want to go into closing arguments?
I think I've made my closing arguments. The analogy that yes, all cartoons air on Cartoon Network, but only the best make it into the Cartoon Hall of Fame, which is Boomerang.
Okay, and I'll just end with a quick short one then. Cartoon Network has the nostalgia factor, where you wake up and you're watching these cartoons. They're just airing that weekend on Saturday. For it to go into the quote unquote Hall of Fame of Boomerang, it's got to go through Cartoon Network first, amass gigantic catalogs of great shows.
A lot of not so great shows.
There is, and I listed earlier, even if O'Leary doesn't think so, there is a ridiculous amount of bangers. It was the channel that introduced anime to the West. And it's going to be a staple, I would say, for our generation, because we had the best cartoons. I'll just be honest. The cartoons nowadays suck butthole. But it's going to be a staple of cartoons that everyone's going to talk about for all of our generation. So, everyone in the chat, everyone in the YouTube comments, everyone on Spotify, everyone everywhere.
On Apple Music or Apple Podcasts now, Spotify Podcasts,
Deezer, Audible, like 10 other ones
on Rumble. Let us know that you think O'Leary is right.
No,
go ahead and give us a let us know in the comments.
Let us know who won this debate. I will concede that I've lost probably the last couple debates.
They definitely lost the ones that were scored by Pounders and Jones.
Yeah, but if we go back to that, did I really have strong opinions on those, or do we have the same opinion I said? I think I can argue with this. I've only had.
I thought you couldn't bullshit the bullshitter.
I mean, you can't. You cannot bullshit it still. It's impossible. It's literally impossible.
You're right. So the only time I can win is when I'm speaking truth, like today.
That was good. But you're wrong. Oh,
res ipsa loquitur.
No,
I'll end with Latin phrase. You know what that means?
No.
Res ipsa loquitur. The truth speaks for itself.
Yeah. Well, there's different versions. Truths are like statistics.
Everyone has one. And you're more like tabula naufragio.
Oh, I'm so fancy.
You're looking for any plank in a shipwreck.
Now I'm only looking for one plank, and that was on Ed and Nettie, which is on Cartoon Network. There you go.
Yeah, trash show.
Well, you're wrong. Everyone's entitled to bad opinions.
All right. And you're very much entitled to yours.
You're very much entitled to yours. We usually agree on everything, so when we don't agree with each other, it's kind of funny.
We actually go after each other. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But we're still friends at the end of the day, more or less.
Yeah, because here's a small tangent.
Because who actually cares?
Who gives a fuck? If I like whatever and he likes whatever, who cares?
It's not like
Like-
we're watching them together.
Like, yeah, or if we disagree on anything, it's like, cool, you're a human entitled to your own opinion, man. Congrats. I'm glad you're not a fucking robot. Like, at least you have an opinion.
Yeah.
And you're willing and able to articulate it. Like, I respect that more than someone having an opinion just being like, "Oh, you're fucking wrong. You fucking bigot." Right?
Liberals.
Not all, just
Leftist.
yes. There's a difference. There's a difference
There is a
between
difference.
there's a difference between a liberal and a Democrat. Democrats believe in democratic values. The new liberal system believes in control, and that's really about it. Yeah, I
Which
can't.
is inherently Democrat.
I can't even explain it much better than that. But
Yeah.
but no, like,
And then
old
you got
school-
the leftists, which are the useful idiots.
dude. The ones that are like crazy, like people need to be, yeah, the ones, yeah.
The ones going after your kids.
There's people that have good ideas from both sides, and there's people that have bad ideas from both sides. But historically, there's one that tries to take control more than the other. And historically, there's another one that helps big business and industry a little bit more than the other. So it's just, which one do you want to be a part of? Controlling the population or letting people do what the fuck they want?
Anyway, this is usually our show where we say, where we bid goodbye to our listening audience before we move into the Laugh You Lose challenge, which is exclusively for our Rumble, YouTube, and live Twitch audience. So we thank you to those people who watch us on those platforms. We appreciate you very much.
Trying to find the list of fucking platforms we're on if you keep going.
I'm going to keep trying to pull shit.
I found it.
Okay.
So, if you're listening on one of these platforms I'm about to name, go follow us on the other one. We're on Twitch, Doublefeed Podcast. We're on YouTube, Doublefeed Podcast. We're on
Doublefeed
Spotify.
Podcast.
Holy shit, Doublefeed Podcast. The rest of these, Listen Notes, Podvine, Samsung Podcast, Apple Music, Audible, Podcast Index, Google Podcast, Pandora, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and Apple Podcast. And Rumble.
And Rumble.
So we like to.
Yep.
We got a little
Doublefeed
political
Podcast.
today. Here's what we'll say. To this is, you are entitled to your own opinion. You know why? Because you're a free fucking person. So be entitled to your own opinion. We have ours. You have yours. Respect each other like we respect each other. And just do your own research. Is what I'll say.
Actually, do your research.
Just do some research on both sides. Not everybody's good.
Yep.
The whole system's fucked. Let's put it that way. But
The science says life begins at conception. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
we like listen to having you guys listen to all these podcasts platforms and video platforms and live streaming platforms. We also enjoy feedback. So
Absolutely, we do.
if you liked the way that we formatted this, other than our previous podcast, where we went in a different order this week, let us know. Email us at doublefeedpodcast@gmail.com.
No caps, no spaces, no squigglies.
Bam. Also, Mum said give feedback to these nuts.
Damn.
Give us some feedback. Toss in the comments, like our videos, hit the bell if you're on YouTube and all of that. We do check these. I responded to someone a few months ago that responded to one of our. Hey, hell yeah, Mum! Thanks for the fucking follow, dude. What took you so long? But yeah, we do appreciate you guys. Send us you laugh you lose video links. Send us future topics. If you have a topic
and themes.
and
Themes, whole themes. Yeah, because we're basing our debates, our don't get me started, our hot takes, and our top fives, we're basing them off of a single theme. So if you have an idea for a theme that you think we can run with, yeah, shoot it to us. We'll see if we can work it into the rotation.
Yeah. Where the goal of this podcast eventually is to be community run. In saying that,
Practically.
we hope we can get on. We have our meeting earlier in the week and go, what did Mum send us, or what did Echo send us, or what did the question giver who followed last podcast, or Here Lies Sanji who followed 3 months ago, or the American Patriot who followed 6 months ago, right?
Hell of a name. I love that name.
Hell yeah. So we want you guys' feedback. Send us stuff that you think would be funny that we can either laugh at or we can make up funny takes on. Now, I think we should just say bye to the podcast listeners.
I think we should. Thank you for tuning in to episode 19. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah, there may be a special thing happening for number 20. You should probably tune in. Bye.
Say yeah.
Now for the rest of you fuckers.
For those who are alive and remain.
For those who remain.
Let's laugh at some funny shit, shall we?
Laugh at some funny shit, dude.
Let's laugh at some funny shit.
Open a bunch of funny shit now. Oh, fuck my ass.
Yes, we do. Usually we have these spun up and ready to go, but
yeah, I didn't want to overload my computer because of our technical difficulties today. So I wanted to make sure we were going better than normal. I will swap you over in just a second. What the shit? Are you putting another one in there?
What the shit biscuit? Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I have put in all the ones I need to. You're going all the way back to May 22nd, right?
Yeah. I'll probably do a few of them and then put some more in the browser here a little bit.
Okay.
Now, do you want to explain the rules to them on how our new and improved rules and how this works? O'Leary?
Yeah, sure. So we'll each have a laugh counter above us. Mine's going to be right there. Right. Oh god, this is not mirrored. Yeah, right about there. We are minimizing it to no audible laughing and no visible smiling.
Yes. Because we used to have some pretty hot, like low scoring ones.
Yeah, because we figured out real quick that it's really easy to just get away with a big old cheesy grin.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But if you try to hold that down, it's even harder. You really got to learn how to deadpan it.
Which is true.
Which for us is difficult.
Very. It was so difficult. I passed out one week.
You literally passed out a few episodes ago. Y'all can go back and watch it. Which episode was that again? Do you remember?
3 episodes ago, maybe?
Was it when I was in Missouri?
Oh, yeah.
When that happened? Okay.
You had class the next day, I think. We were trying to...
Probably.
We were trying to expedite it a little bit. Oh, I am on videos now. 10:38. 10:38.
Oh, and there's one before that at 12 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going from newest to oldest in the chat right now.
Oh, okay.
So
then you'll be starting with my iFunny vids?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's hit it.
I'm still going.
Oh, yeah, and then
there's a lot of things this week.
Loser gets a sign purchased by the winner that gets hung on the wall behind them. I've got my 3 signs there. And Jones, I should have another 2 coming in the mail, right?
Is that how many I owe you? I was wondering. I was going to ask you.
I think it's 2, and I owe you 1.
You do. And I'm not going to be quite as nice as I've been. Because...
Oh, great.
Hey, because somebody decided to give me this.
Come on, you thought that was fucking hilarious.
It is fucking hilarious. The Yowie. I like the shits and giggles one. Someone decided to get that, and then somebody decided to get me straight out of the closet the gay flag on there, which is hilarious.
Also hilarious.
Because I am currently in a closet.
Yeah. Well, and you got me, let's see. This one here is a naked anime girl sitting in a bowl of ramen that says send nudes.
Dude, that sounds so fucking cool. You know, I actually wanted to buy that for myself.
If assholes fly, this place would be an airport. That's what that one says.
Yep.
And then the one beneath it that you can't see because my thingy's in the way says, warning, does not play well with liberals, which is a fucking fantastic sign. Jones, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I almost want to turn that into a bumper sticker for my truck.
Well, you're gonna have some gay shit coming soon.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, boy.
Come on.
Hey, I tried playing nice.
All right, I'm gonna buy you something with feet on it.
Oh, not feet.
Oh,
Feet are
yes.
so
All right, I'm gonna look
gross, dude.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna look up gay feet. I don't know how feet can be gay, but
I don't either. Mom, is there a way that that's possible? That feet can be gay?
I found a good one.
Bomb sacks.
Oh, that's. Oh my god! I can buy you a rainbow flag with a Bud Light can on it.
I might actually drive over there and beat your ass.
Oh my god!
There's only two things we drink in this household. And that's Busch Light and Miller Lite. That's it. And that bullshit. All right. We are away. Let me turn on these counters.
Oh, there's some good ones. Okay, if we're going all in with the gay shit, then
That ain't it. All right, we're starting with a couple of pounders.
oh yeah. Let's see what we got. Did you switch my sound over as well?
What the shit? What the fuck?
A shit biscuit.
What the fuck?
Eventually we'll get our shit figured out. Oh shoot.
Why can't I?
Yeah, why isn't it centered? That's weird.
I can't click on it either. That's the thing I don't like. Okay.
Try bringing up a different one.
Well, I can't. Because that's the one we got. All right.
No, like try bringing up one of my iFunny bits.
There's more, but I wanted that one to happen. I'll figure it out. We'll just watch that one next week.
All right.
All right. We'll start in the old Instagrams
Okay.
and then hop over to the other ones.
What have
And
you
let
got in the
me-
grams today? Oh, is that a cyanide and happiness? Those things make me laugh. You wouldn't believe.
Good. Good. All right, you ready?
Hit it.
I don't remember where we watched that one. Do you know who Deshaun Watson is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know his situation?
I haven't been following it.
That won't be funny to you then. It's okay.
Okay.
Watson fan. I have no problem with Deshaun Watson. I do have one suggestion. My only suggestion is, ain't no problem with getting massage. It's just you have got to stop turning over. Just stay face down, just stay face down.
That is true.
Just just do not turn over. I'm a huge Deshaun Watson fan.
Not bad.
Deshaun Watson was known for getting a bunch of handies or trying to force.
Doesn't
Susu
surprise
with a
me.
bunch of handies.
Stay with me. I don't want you to leave. Stay with me. I don't want you to leave.
Sure. Just let it out, Jones. Let it out like she did.
I don't want you to leave.
Nah, that looks like a smile to me.
That's a big load.
Stay with me.
You wouldn't know about that, would you? Woo! Oh shoot, I'm
That
crying
was-
already.
That was hard. What's up with the sounds, dude?
I don't know what would make it funny. I can't believe that one didn't get you.
I'm in it to win it today.
Apparently.
Pretend you're holding a chip to keep your hands loose and relaxed.
Well, that didn't work out.
Pretend you're holding a chip to keep your hands loose and relaxed.
Well, that didn't work out.
All right, Karen.
Pretend you're holding
That's
Great.
hilarious.
That's a great woman.
That's clever.
That's a great woman.
Oh, now my cheeks hurt.
Gonna swing from the chandelier. From the chandelier. Gonna swing from the chandelier.
Rom.
From the chandelier. Gonna swing from the chandelier. From the chandelier.
The from almost gives me from.
It's the ending that gets me, usually.
Hey Heather,
Hey, Justin.
why did Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6 come out before 1, 2, and 3?
Why?
Because in charge of directing Yoda was.
Hey Heather,
That's clever.
why did Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6 come out before 1, 2, and 3?
Why?
Because in charge of directing Yoda was.
That's clever. That's really clever. I want to try this. This would be hilariously fun.
With underwear on your head like that?
Three, two, 1, 始め。足音だ。勝者高い。
The way
I
he put
cannot
his
believe
sword-
that didn't get you.
The way he put his
I
sword right at
know,
the end.
I know. That's even funnier than the other guy getting whacked in the head. Whew. Boy, we are both in it to win it today.
Him for a kid. Well,
Oh,
I cost you a lot of
shit.
signs, so.
not the kids again.
Risen gates won't open up for me.
Fucking Nickelback.
Risen gates won't open up for me.
Oh, that was close. Wow. Woo! Oh, the Nickelback, man. That came out of nowhere.
It was so perfect, dude. I laughed
Yeah.
so hard at that the other night.
That's well done.
I think we've seen
Was
this
that
one.
really all of my? I had 6. Or I had 5.
That was all the iFunnies, yeah. There's
Really?
Yeah.
That was 5 of them already? Shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
8 minutes to all. Come on, food. What?
It's raining.
8 minutes to all. Come on, food. What?
It's raining.
Close.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Oh, the
You're
accent
a
got me
boy
the first
because
time.
you have a penis. A mommy's a girl because she has a vagina. Right?
And Dad has a big beater.
You're a boy because you have a penis.
Yes.
A mommy's
When your son's your cheerleader.
Mhm.
When your son's your best friend.
The major chord there at the end.
It was perfect.
I started washing parts in a gas bucket when I was 12 years old, and I wound up teaching at the highest level for General Motors, Cadillac division. There's no higher than that.
He can fix anything but me.
Can't fix stupid. I started
Oh.
washing parts in a gas bucket when I was 12 years old. And I wound
Wow.
up teaching at the highest level for General Motors, Cadillac division. There's no higher than that.
He can fix anything but me.
Can't fix stupid. I started washing
The
parts.
Christian
in a
Bale
gas
meme on the
bucket.
right. Ooh.
That's something you can only do towards the tail end of your life in marriage. That's
Yeah.
That's
yeah, you
not a
gotta be
beginning
married
marriage
for a
thing.
while. Yeah.
For sure. That's what friends are for.
in one end, out the other.
Woo.
Damn it. I thought I'd get with that.
That's the fence power.
He tells me. Tell me which one isn't the horn button. Everything's the goddamn horn button. Look at this one too. How does that even make goddamn sense? No idea. It doesn't.
They got some wires crossed there. I don't remember this one. Is that one of yours?
Nope.
Wait, hold on. What one was that?
Maybe Pounders?
Oh, that was Powders. Yeah. No wonder we didn't find it funny.
Are you okay?
Oh my God. How do you not see a whole ass pole?
Are you okay?
Oh my God. Women.
Speaking of that.
That's a woman?
I'm just going to pass that one.
You almost laughed.
Oh!
Saw that coming.
Oh!
Whack.
Is that Jones's kid? Is that Jameson?
Oh.
America.
Damn.
Hang on 1 second. Let's try directed energy on the next balloon. What? Your people can stop living in fear if you just quit. No, I'm good on that one. I don't think you've been through a me history class. In the 1800s, no one wanted to smoke for long enough, and I decided to kick my own ass. With that woke military you have, you will lose. Painted fingernails can still grip the joystick of a fighter aircraft. The cockpit of an F-22 identifies as a safe space. Wow, Russia, you're projecting. And where is your accent? I have a small one. But Sweden is also one of the best English-speaking non-English countries. How about you read a book instead of sleep under it? Aren't you like perpetually neutral? Yes, but around 2014 I started noticing certain underwater craft inside of my bays. So I started projecting Morse code through the bays that says, "This way if you're gay," and proudly gay since 1944. And that worked.
Remember that?
Yes, they promptly left and do not come around very often. Hold on. PsyOps, what do I pay you for? I can't say. How did the Swedes think of weaponized homophobia before me? America.
I do remember reading about that.
Really?
Yeah, it was an actual thing. That thought sound.
Trying so hard not to laugh right now. That reminds me of when my
It's always my own submissions.
that reminds me of when my hammock broke while I was in it. Nah! Yes!
What do you mean? What?
Oh, you know what I mean. You went. Get fucked. Who's really the loser here, though? Because I have to buy you shit. We're gonna count that as the same laugh.
Okay, fair. Alright, I got one.
Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Fucking mommy doo doo doo. Fucking mommy. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Mommy shark doo 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 doo. Fucking mommy doo doo doo. Fucking mommy.
Wrong lyrics, but she got the spirit.
That's my favorite version of that song now. Oh, I've seen this one.
Damn it. We only get to watch that one time?
Maybe.
Damn it.
There's another one in here that's the same thing.
Like, I didn't think a fart could be sexy, but damn.
You call my ex.
Oh yeah, didn't she want you to shit on her chest? Tonality.
She barely had to push on that one. Alright, I gotta stop playing this before O'Leary gets an erection. Oh, I saw teeth! Gotcha again, bitch!
Your own fucking joke got me.
Cause I'm funny as fuck, boy.
I'm playing that before O'Leary gets an erection. Motherfucker. Oh shit.
I don't cook,
Okay.
I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
You were nice until he married you, and then you showed your
You showed your true colors.
I
Yeah.
don't cook.
Oh, alright, we'll do that.
She's probably right.
She probably is right.
Do you know
That's
where
women
my dad
for you.
is?
He ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into...
Do you know where my
Damn,
dad
Theo,
is?
calm
He ended
down.
One sec.
Do you know where my dad is?
He ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into an embankment. But he, when I was young, he would shit in his yard, make me bury it.
Do you know where my dad is?
He ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and
That's
drove
so
into
weird.
an embankment. But he, when I when I was young,
Yes.
he would shit in his yard and make me
Alright.
bury it.
Do you know where my dad is?
He ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into an embankment.
He says the most out of pocket shit of all time.
Yeah, he does. Out of pocket is right.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man. He is one of my favorite.
Give yourself a point.
Oh,
yeah, all right.
Worry. Happily.
All right, I'm back in this thing now.
At least the pounders as well.
I'm going to the shopette. Do you want anything? Yeah, 5 feet of rope and a wobbly stool. They don't sell
Hell
that
yeah.
at the shopette. What are you talking about? Never mind, sir. Never mind. Hey man, I'm going to the shopette. Do you want anything? Yeah, 5 feet of rope and a wobbly stool. They don't sell that at the shopette. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure they do.
What, you don't have paracord in the back of your car?
Oh, dude, I always got stuff to. I'm not gonna go there. Oh, here's something cool.
The fuck is that?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
The Apocalypse Super Truck?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh.
It's a really expensive truck, but it's fucking.
I'll
cool.
say.
When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on
I make that face all the time.
Don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Come on, you cry to me.
Speaking of The Rock,
I don't know why I found that.
if I ever have a kidney stone removed, I'm gonna keep it and name it Dwayne. You know why?
I know this joke, but why?
Because it's The Rock from my Johnson. Okay, proceed.
Give me a really big dick.
Ouch! Not that big, obviously. Just dick, return to the old size.
Ah, let me have a penis that women find exciting. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, can I have it in white? Let me have a really great body. No, look, give me the body of a great man.
Can I have it in white?
What the fuck? Not Albert Einstein. Let me have the great body of a man. Me be able to see Catherine from downstairs. Shit.
Let me not be able to see her. No, I don't mean me go blind. Let me be able to see, but floor view as it was. Catherine from downstairs, forget what just happened.
Give me a really big dick.
Would love to have that power. Holy shit.
Not that big.
Me too.
That's hilarious. I love the can I have it in white joke.
Give me a dick that women would want. Can I have it in white?
Hey, so teeth. You smiled.
Oh. That's a cheap one because I didn't get you for laughing at that video. But we'll go.
I did laugh at that video.
Yes, you did.
I held it in.
No, you didn't.
Tie it up, bitch.
We'll tie it up.
Am I out of my submissions? That's clever. Old man sniffing another creepy old man.
Whew.
Your music sounds like Toby Keith got hit with a 6-iron.
Your boobs look awesome. Do they have an OnlyFans?
You want to suck them?
John, your album's called There's Only One Way. Is that about you missing cuts?
I don't work on weekends. Diet Coke is suing you for giving them a bad look. You look like you march for white trash lives matter.
You look like your religion is church's chicken. Oh yeah, straight from getting his haircut at the Golden Corral.
You look like Joe Dirt ate Joe Dirt.
Oh God, I've ate him twice. His pussy tastes so good. Take that, Earthling.
Your music sounds like Toby Keith got hit with a 6-iron.
Wow.
Bye, Mom.
That man's a legend.
John, your album's called...
I mean,
You want
his
to
pussy sounds so good. His pussy tastes so good.
Over the past month, I've been learning how to pick the lock on these police-grade handcuffs. Why, you ask? Because tonight I'm going to take a bigger risk than anyone has ever taken on television before. In just a few moments, I'm going to be handcuffed to this solid steel frame, and I'll have exactly 90 seconds to free myself before the claw on this robotic arm undoes my pants, exposing me to an audience of children. If that happens, an LAPD officer is standing by to arrest me for indecent exposure. We've all seen escape artists risk death before, but tonight, I'm going to risk something even worse. Becoming a registered sex offender. Over the past month, I've been learning how to
That is
take the
worse.
lock on these.
Because once you get on the sex offender registry, you ain't getting off. Ever.
Wait, you might not get out of prison either. That's some
Straight up
power.
the nose.
Donna Maria.
That had some power.
Right up the nose. Woo! I watched it on a repeat for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When I first saw that.
I watched
What
that
is
on repeat
that?
too.
Texas has not legalized
Hold
weed.
on a second.
We've been
I don't
asking them to, and they just gave us more guns. We legalized open carry. We were like, we just want to carry weed. They're like, how about carry a bazooka? I was like, I don't want to. It's like, no license needed. We don't need a license. We just carry guns out in the open. But I like California style better. You guys were like, let's make it easier for people to smoke weed. And Texas was like, nah, let's make it easier for people to smoke other people.
Especially California.
Texas has not.
Can't speak on that right now, or I might get arrested. But
the only other thing I remember is that red and yellow are used in McDonald's because red and yellow make people hungry, which coincidentally is also the same color as every communist flag ever. So I know I'm right about the poverty whiskey thing. So,
ooh, that punchline was worth it.
The only other thing.
Very true.
Who reckons they've got the coolest job ever? Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do you know what Big Tesco is?
No. Is it like, wait, isn't Tesco a supermarket? Is that what you said?
Yes, but it's a big one.
Right.
Big Tesco. See the yellow reduce stickers?
Stickers?
Do the yellow reduce stickers, so it's a
Yeah.
better go out today.
Yeah.
That's all me, baby.
God's word. So that's what you do. You do the reduce stickers in the big Tesco. That's your only job.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. This is the most wholesome interaction I think I've ever had with anyone on the show. I've never met a supermarket worker as passionate as you are. You're just like, you have to reduce things. That's fucking move. Does anyone else work at Big Tesco? Oh. What's your role? Why is anything full price in Scotland? God, half your population is just reducing shit.
That almost got me.
Bomb sacks.
Close enough.
Talk dirty to me.
Bum sacks. Close enough.
Talk dirty to me.
Our humor is so shit.
Bum sacks. Close enough.
Talk dirty to me.
Okay, no more. My abs can't take it. God damn.
Why was that funny?
It's the farting with the saxophone. Oh, fuck. Oh, my gut hurts so bad.
Helen might have to go to the Hall of Fame.
Holy shit. Okay, we're both at 3 now. Okay, it's getting late. It's 1:30 time.
Donnie, that's a cute little dog you got there. Did you just get her?
Yeah.
What do you name her?
Her name is Stains.
Stains?
Yeah, Stains.
Why would you name her that?
Because she's brown.
She nice?
Yeah.
We'll put her down. Come, Stains. Come, Stains. That's why. Donnie, that's a cute little dog you got there. Did you just get her?
Yeah.
Yes! That got Jones!
Stains? Why would you name her that?
Because she's brown.
She nice?
Yeah.
We'll put her down.
Was this the Pounder submission?
Come, Stains.
No, this is mine.
Come, Stains.
Oh, that's
Yes!
I got one more.
Yeah!
One more here.
Hold on, give yourself a point.
Oh, yeah.
Give yourself a point.
2 more. We'll do 1 here and 1 Instagram. We'll be done.
Okay. That is the most satisfying thing, is the shower after a long day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rubbing everything off of you.
All right. Well, might as well do the Donald Trump one.
All right, let's hear it.
Fuck, marry, kill AOC, Nancy Pelosi, Michelle Obama.
Can we pick someone else other than my wife?
Too late, the game's already started. Although I was hoping for some younger contestants.
Of course you were R. Skelly.
Anyways, I think I would fuck AOC, marry Michelle, and kill Nancy Pelosi.
A complete sentence and a logical answer. Joe, are you feeling okay?
Shut up, you're orange.
Ooh, get burned, Donnie.
If I'm burned, you must be charred.
Anyways, I would fuck my wife, marry my wife, and kill the people who are not my wife.
Oh, what a lame answer.
Agreed. Stop simping and start pimping.
That's on God.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
You think AOC's hair smells good?
Yep, that's a good way to end this. Fuck, marry, kill AOC, Nancy Pelosi, Michelle Obama.
And a cool one before you.
Yeah.
I don't know a better use of rounds than that, honestly.
God, how many rounds did they just shoot off right there?
Probably
30,000?
Probably 300 at least. Well,
1,000?
No, not that many. Well, everybody,
I win.
I lost this week.
To the victor of spoils. I owe you 2 signs.
And I owe you 2 signs.
Bum sex. Close enough.
So the next podcast is probably going to be a couple weeks from now. Illyria's going somewhere. So
Yep,
just gotta-
I have a PTDY and then leave almost immediately after that. Plus, our next podcast will be our special 20th episode. So we want to do something special for it. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get both of our previous guests, our boys Jones and Pounders, to make guest appearances. And for the You Laugh You Lose, we're gonna compile our
best.
20 favorites. 20? Should we do 20?
I mean, that would make sense. 20 favorite videos?
Our 20 favorite videos, and we're going to try and straight face these fuckers. And
then
we're probably going to fail.
Maybe the debate.
Do you still have access to the truck?
I have to get back. I gotta
the Bon Jovi truck.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. But for the debate, instead of us debating, there might be a
guest debate.
A guest debate that we will judge.
Yeah.
So, and don't worry, I've taken receipts, Jones, and I've taken receipts, Pounders, man, on how you've graded me. So we will see how this goes in the future.
Is it already getting political?
A little bit. Anyways, we do appreciate you guys. As
yes,
always,
absolutely.
listening, watching, all of that.
Thanks for joining us.
Make sure
this was fun.
You subscribe, like everything. Give us some ratings. 5-star would be cool, but if you think we're less than that, you can do that too.